Hi everyone, here we are again. Now you've probably heard about the recent big initial public offerings that have been announced like Snowflake, Asana and Ant Group. And the one that promises to be the biggest amongst them all, Palantir Technologies. Now, you may say, who? If you've never heard of Palantir, that's no coincidence. This company combines technological excellence, top-level innovation, but also a lot of secrecy, and apparent involvement in some of the more controversial events of the last few years, notably the killing of Osama bin Laden. So, where do we start? The beginning sounds like a good place.
Palantir was founded in 2003 by venture capitalist and billionaire Peter Thiel, Nathan Gettings, Joe Lonsdale, Stephen Cohen and Alex Karp, who is its current CEO and was a classmate of Peter Thiel at Stanford Law School. He's also a fairly eccentric character, but clearly bright. Palantir started off with funding from the venture arm of the Central Intelligence Agency, better known as the CIA, and money from Peter Thiel, who, as most of you know, made a lot of money with PayPal, alongside Elon Musk. But that's a story for another time and video. The name is a reference to a fantasy book by the author of Lord of the Rings, and it was the name used to describe some magic spheres that allowed you to see into the past and future. The name underscores the company's ability to use tons of data to review the past and predict the future. Palantir recently moved its headquarters to Denver, Colorado, because its leadership doesn't view Silicon Valley to be a good place to be. In the words of Alex Karp, "Our company was founded in Silicon Valley, but we seem to share fewer and fewer of the technology sector's values and commitments. Software projects with our nation's defense and intelligence agencies, whose missions are to keep us safe, have become controversial, while companies built on advertising dollars are commonplace."
What products does Palantir offer? They offer two main products. Firstly, Palantir Gotham, which is used to counter terrorism, identity fraud, track military movements and similar types of investigations. And secondly, Palantir Metropolis, which serves commercial enterprises and provides hedge funds, banks and financial firms with a significant amount of data that they can use to determine their strategy and be more successful. So, what has Palantir been claimed to be involved in, apart from the bin Laden killing?
It detected Chinese spyware on the Dalai Lama's computer, blocking Pakistani suicide bombers, helping the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, identify illegal immigrants, and even understanding Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme, to name a few. Clients have included government agencies, police departments, the US Army, the Centres for Disease Control and the UK National Health Service that are battling with COVID-19, and a number of other private companies, including Coca-Cola, JP Morgan, Home Depot, Fiat Chrysler Automobile, Morgan Stanley, Merck, Airbus and many more. What characterises this company a lot more than other tech companies or so-called unicorns is the crazy amount of secrecy about their work and their products. They appear to be akin to an intelligence agency that traffics and aggregates massive amounts of data and can then use that to identify patterns and get answers that nobody could ever have imagined getting in a very short amount of time. Why would you want to take such a secretive company public? That is a bit of a mystery. Even the CEO, Alex Karp, seems to change his stance on this one. In fact, back in 2014, he had said the minute companies go public, they are less competitive. You need a lot of creative, wacky people that maybe Wall Street won't understand. They might say the wrong thing all the way through an interview. You really want your people to be focused on solving a problem. What they do is similar to what is described in a sci-fi movie with Tom Cruise from a few years ago called Minority Report. Spoiler alert, the main part of the plot is that in a future society, 3 mutants are able to predict crime ahead of it happening. These precogs, as they're called, allow specialised police forces called pre-crime to arrest suspects before they can commit any actual crimes. Now the company's going public through a direct listing, which is a special way of going public. We'll make a new video to explain this better, but for now, suffice to say that they are issuing shares for the public without using banks to do that, which would be the way people have gone public in the past. A few other major tech companies have taken this approach, such as Spotify and Slack.
Another special feature that Palantir has is 3 series of stock that allows the founders to control the company without owning a majority of all the shares of Palantir. Now, we'll explain the multiple class companies in another short video because it's a concept that is very common in tech companies, although many investors have pushed back against this. So, let's see what else we learn as Palantir continues to market this deal to the public between now and when they list the shares on the Nasdaq, which is apparently going to be sometime in September of this year. People think it'll be valued at around $20 billion, but that is obviously still subject to change. What's more certain is that this is likely going to be one of the players in the big battle for data that's gearing up. So, we hope you enjoyed this one and we'll see you next week. But in the meantime, please don't forget to comment and like, and don't forget to subscribe below. And do turn on your alerts, so we'll see you soon.